Good evening and thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the technical delay. Here's a kick off the top half of the first inning of Game 2 of the Delco League semifinals between Narberth and Wayne. Dylan Posencheg led off the game. Ground ball to short. Throw goes away. He's at second base. Nobody out. Tyler Kehoe at the plate for Narberth. Wayne leads the series 1-0. Kehoe skies one foul out of play. Anthony Ely on the mound for Wayne. Tall right-hander out of the stretch. Speed pitch. Fouled off out of play. Kehoe bats from the left side. Ely kicks. Pitch is ripped down the left field line. It will drop in as a foul ball. Couldn't quite see from our vantage point here. Dealing with some connection issues, so if your signal drops, bear with us, please. We're working on it. So Ely looks in for the sign. Catcher Tommy Bradley behind the plate. Kehoe at bat for Narberth. Pitch from Ely. Swung on and missed in the dirt. They'll go up to first, but they will eye Posencheg. He'll go to third. Throw across. Not in time. It gets away out of play. And so a couple of throwing errors are going to give Narberth their first run of the game. And it's 1-0 in favor of the Mudcats with one down here in the first. So 2 throwing errors lead to 1 run. And that brings up Dylan Can, the second baseman. Takes upstairs for ball 1. He'll be followed by first baseman Michael Anderson, the right fielder Wilfredo Mendez, third baseman Pat Toll, Dominic Joseph behind the plate bats 7th for Narberth as Can takes one outside. Paul Kokel's the DH, he bats 8th. Dakota Barbette, the shortstop, bats 9th. There's a fly ball down the right field line on the run. Catch made by the Wayne right fielder, Jace Tharnish. Leaping in the air as he reaches the foul line. Out number 2 for Anthony Ely. It's 2 down for Michael Anderson. Big home run from Anderson in Game 2 of the quarterfinals. Put the Mudcats into the semis as they knocked off Asta Valley. First pitch deep to left. That's going to go over. Is that over the fence? It looks like a ground rule double as it took a hop. Maybe went through the fence. A little tough to tell. The way that it was played by the left fielder, Matt Briner. He took that ball's out of here, trot, and then it dropped in front of the fence. But a ground rule double then for Anderson. So that'll bring up Wilfredo Mendez. Out in right field, batting third. First pitch in the dirt gets away from Bradley. Anderson already working his way back to second, unable to capitalize. One out. Taken for a called strike. One topped off home plate, back to Ely. He'll glove it, throw to first in time to get the out, and that will retire the side. But Narberth gets a run, do it on a hit, 2 errors. They leave 1. We're through a half inning. It's Narberth 1. Wayne coming to bat. You're listening to the Delco League semifinals on DelcoLeague.com. Bottom half of the first inning, Narberth on top, 1-0, an unearned run off of Anthony Ely. And that's some run support early for Chris Hyatt, left-hander on the mound for the Mudcats as they try to tie this series. They dropped last night's opener 12-2. They'll look to put that one behind them. First pitch from Hyatt to the fellow lefty, Luke Mutz, is a foot over his head for ball 1. It'll be Luke Mutz followed by the right fielder, Jace Tharnish. And the shortstop, Nate Sides, 1-2-3 to lead it off for Wayne in the first. Wayne can take a commanding lead. In its best of 5 with a win, Narberth can steal home field advantage. And as much as that means anything, as Mutz pops one foul. And that sounded like someone's roof got a present as they headed up Valley Forge Road. Out here at Devon Prep. It's a hot one. Temperatures in the 90s today in the Philadelphia area. We're expecting this heated rivalry to keep up the temperature tonight. And for a called strike, Narberth and Wayne over the last decade, probably the top 2 clubs in the Delco League. Narberth hasn't made it to the finals but once in the last 4 years, as that one's in the dirt. falling to Wayne in 2020 after winning the title in 2016 and 2018 at the expense of Wayne and losing in 2017. So it was 4 and 5 years for the Mudcats as Mutz takes inside. And these two teams meeting in the semifinals this year. Hyatt's pitch is hit a long way out towards center. Kehoe back towards the warning track will make the catch for out number 1. Other semifinal series featuring 2-seed Upper Darby and 3-seed Springfield. Upper Darby with a walk-off win last night to take a 1-0 lead at home in that series. They play tonight at Cardinal O'Hara. Game 3 tomorrow at Church Road Field, and Springfield will be there for that one. Hopefully with a little more solid internet connection. Thanks for tuning in and bearing with us as Jace Tharnish takes high. Tharnish with the running catch, robbing a base hit, probably extra bases, from Dylan Can as he takes ball 2. Around the diamond for Narberth. Behind the plate, Dominic Joseph catching Chris Hyatt. At first base, it's Michael Anderson. At second base, Dylan Can. At third, Pat Toll. Dakota Barbette at short. And then left, center, and right, Dylan Posencheg, Tyler Kehoe, and Wilfredo Mendez as that one is cued over to second. It is gloved by the aforementioned Dylan Can over to first in plenty of time, 2 away. So that brings up Nate Sides. His throwing error allowed Posencheg to reach in the first. He'll look to make up for it here. Stephen Wells on deck. The other throwing error. So the heart of the Wayne order has a chance to make up for defensive miscues with the lumber. Hyatt winds, first pitch is up and away. It's the second time he's thrown a pitch very high to his arm side. So when he loses it, it seems to be in that same direction. Popped up out towards right field. Mendez sees it, reaches up, gloves it. A 1-2-3 inning for Chris Hyatt. No runs, 6 errors, none left. 1 in the books here at Devon Prep. It's Narberth 1, Wayne nothing. This is the Delco League semifinals on DelcoLeague.com. Five, 6, 7 due up for Narberth here in the top half of the lead. First pitch, Pat Toll upstairs. I lied at 6, 7, 8 in the order due up. Pitch upstairs. Toll fouls one off. Catcher Dominic Joseph waiting on deck. Barba takes ball 4. So Anthony Ely has walked the bases loaded here in the second. Kokel goes to second, Toll over to third. That'll bring Brian Feely out of the dugout to have a chat with his right-hander. One down here in the second. Narberth on top, 1-0. Mudcats looking for more. Let's go back to the top of the order. Dylan Posencheg due up. That's the end of the conference on the mound. Posencheg steps in. 0 for 1. Ground ball to short. Reached on a throwing error. Came around to score on another throwing error after a strikeout. He bats from the right side. Squares to bunt. Pops it foul out of play. Ely working out of the stretch even with the bases loaded here. Bit of a squeeze play put on there by Narberth's Steve DeBarberi, manager and first base coach, third base coach rather. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Time is called as Ely takes a little too long out on the mound. Swung on and missed. So Posencheg down on strikes, third strikeout of the game for Ely. Can see his way out of this one now. He's got Tyler Kehoe to deal with, previous strikeout victim. First pitch to Kehoe. Chopped down the first baseline. That'll go foul. The 0-1 at the belt for strike two. News filtering in as the trade deadline has passed. The Phillies, a flurry of moves for the local professional baseball team, highlighted by Noah Syndergaard coming to Philadelphia, and Mickey Moniak heading out to Los Angeles of Anaheim. Find that on a map. The 0-2. Extends the hands, pokes that one out to right center field. That could be trouble if it drops. It does. One hop over the fence. It didn't go over the fence. Somebody was calling for it, but it's back in play. It's a 2-run double for Tyler Kehoe. And Narberth has a 3-0 lead here in the second. Toll and Kokel score on the play. Second hit given up by Ely. And now first pitch swinging is Can. And he hits that one to the same place, and that'll get all the way to the fence. Picked up by Ciani in center field. Another double for the Mudcats. It's 4-0. No activity in the Wayne bullpen. Correction, make that 5-0. It was a 2-run double. Now Ely's first pitch to Michael Anderson is outside. Anderson 1 for 1 with a double. 3 hits for the Mudcats, all of them of the 2-base variety. That one misses 2-0. Now they're going to intentionally walk Anderson. Instead of giving the cleanup hitter anything that he might potentially hit to a gap or over it. So they'll pitch to Wilfredo Mendez with 2 outs. Mendez, the 9th batter of the inning. Takes one outside. Pat Toll led off the inning with a walk, came around to score. He sits on deck. Another one upstairs. Swung on and missed. 2-1 the count. Swung on and missed. Mendez swinging out of his shoes there. The pitch. Swung on and tipped, but held on by Bradley. And Mendez down on strikes. The good news for Wayne, Anthony Ely struck out the side. The bad news, 4 runs on 2 hits and 4 walks. The Mudcats leave 2. We go to the bottom half of the second. Narberth leads at 5-0. Home half of the second inning. Pitch bounces in the dirt, 1-2. Michael Anderson at first. Dylan Can at second. Pat Tolles at third. Dakota Barbette at short. Dylan Posenchek, the left fielder. Tyler Kehoe in center. Wilfredo Mendez manning right field for Narberth. Nolan away, 2-2 the count. Mentioned last night's game, not a particularly close one. Wayne with the 12-2 victory. That's upstairs, 3-2. Good eye by Wells to lay off on the curveball. The winner of this series will meet the winner of the Upper Darby Springfield Series in next week's championship. It fires, just misses if he did at all. Stephen Wells with a leadoff walk. So a runner aboard for Sean Mulholland. Mulholland takes ball one. Kicks. Gets it over for 1-1. First time working from the stretch for the veteran left-hander. One up and away. Curveball at the belt, 2-2. The count to Mulholland. That was ripped to third. Could be two. Throw to second in time. Back to first. Not in time.
Go, Matt.
It looked like the third baseman Toll had a little trouble with it. Not able to turn two. So Mulholland aboard with a fielder's choice. Wells goes down 5-4. And there's one away from Matt Briner. Briner, the left fielder, batting from the left side. Narberth at double play depth. Anderson holding the runner at first. Toll level with the bag at third. Breaking ball in for a called strike. There's a pitch inside. Over the outside corner, 1-2. That one's low and away. Joseph scoops it up. The wind has started to kick up a little bit. It's cooled things down a bit, but blowing some of that dirt around home plate. Dirt all along the base paths and on the mound here at Devon Prep. Grass on the infield and in the outfield. Pretty nice field to be playing your high school or your Delco League games as Briner takes up and away.
Good eye, Matt. Good eye.
Home of the multiple-time state champion Devon Prep Tide, rather. Pitch on its way to short. Now that should be two. Over to second for one. Back to first. The throw scooped by Anderson. Briner grinds in to the 6-4-3 double play, and that will retire the side. No run, hits, errors, none left. We're through two. It's Narberth 5, Wayne nothing. It's game 2 of the Delco League semifinals here on DelcoLeague.com. In time and on target. One down. Dominic Joseph 0 for 1. The pitch. Let's take it for a called strike. There's another called strike. That one's hit towards the hole. Sides gloves it. Throw to first. It bounces. It gets away from Wells, but he's able to get it before it goes out of play. Another throwing error for Nate Sides. Third of the game for Wayne. Second for him. So a man on for Paul Kokel. He walked and scored his last time up. Outside corner, strike one. Outside. 1-1. Throw over to first. Dominic Joseph just back in time to beat the throw. Pitch to Kokel taken upstairs. 2-1. Dakota Barbette waits on deck. New pitcher on the mound for Wayne, Joe Peluso. First pitch swinging. Tyler Kehoe fouls it off out of play. Top half of the fourth inning, score in favor of Narberth. Anthony Ely done for the night. 3 innings, 6 runs, 4 of them earned on 4 hits. Struck out 5, walked 4 as Kehoe takes ball 1. Kehoe 1 for 2, struck out in the first, doubled, drove in a pair, and came in to score in the second. Swung on and missed, 1-2. It'll be Kehoe, Can, and Anderson. 2, 3, 4 due up here in the fourth. Swung on and missed. Bradley drops it, but he'll walk over and tag Kehoe. He is down on strikes for the second time tonight. First for Peluso. First pitch swinging is Dylan Can, and he pops that one up down the right field line in foul territory. Luke Mutz on the run, can't hang on. Would have been another spectacular catch down the right side of the field for Wayne, but looked like just a little. In the end, just a strike to Dylan Can. He's 1 for 2 on the day. A 2-run double in the second. Through the legs of Bradley. Possible to see where these balls are bouncing. Didn't look like it bounced quite high enough to go over the fence, but they stop the runner at second. Regardless, Can comes around to score. It's now 7-0 in favor of the Mudcats. First pitch to Pat Toll, a called strike. Scored as he swings and misses. Chris Hyatt rolling through the first 3 innings, out for the bottom half of the fourth. Oh, Luke Mutz flew out, back in the first. First pitch, low and away. Hyatt with a little run support. Narberth an 8-0 lead here in the fourth. Swung on a fouled off. Top of the order for Wayne. The Mutts, Tharnish and Sides. Upstairs. Low and away, 3-1 the count to Mutts. Activity in the Wayne bullpen. The pitcher is the catcher, Tommy Bradley. Getting loose. Looking like he might be coming in. That one is hit a long way out towards left, but it will stay in the yard. Posencheg under it, makes the catch. Jace Tharnish 0 for 1. Takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Up and away. Outside. Fouled off. And wedged itself in the netting. Disproving the old adage that what goes up doesn't necessarily always come down. There are a handful of baseballs, about a half dozen stuck up there. That was right back up the middle, around the legs of a leaping Chris Hyatt. First base hit of the game for Wayne. Right back through the box for Jace Tharnish. So Nate Side steps in with a runner aboard and one out in the fourth. And that's what Wayne needs, base runners. A whole bushel of them over these last 4 innings. That one is tapped back towards the mound. It'll get to the second baseman. And now a collision between Dylan Can and Jace Tharnish right in front of the umpire, who has not signaled anything. Sure Wells wasn't thrilled with the fake, because it looked like it would have gone right through his face had he actually released it. All right, from the stretch, kicks in, delivers. That one is popped foul off the netting. Runner goes. Wells taps it foul. Yeah. Runner goes, swung on and missed. Second strikeout of the game for Chris Hyatt. And that will do it for the fourth. No runs, 1 hit. There were no errors, 1 left. Through 4, Narberth on top, 8-0. Foul ball. 1-2 the count.
Go, Matt.
On the ground. Gloved by Barbette. Throw to first in time. 2 outs. First pitch to Tommy Bradley. Misses low and away. Back. Bradley 0 for 1, grounded out to third, his first time up. Ball and a strike to count. Bradley hits that one deep out towards left. Drifting towards left center. Posencheg on the run, a long run. And that will retire the side, a 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Kehoe. No runs, hits, errors, none left. We go to the sixth. The Narberth on top, 8-0. Top of the sixth, it's the pitcher Tyler Kehoe leading off against the pitcher he just retired. To end the fifth, Tommy Bradley takes a called strike. Kehoe back to the dish after Posencheg was caught stealing. Narberth on top, 8-0. On the ground to second. Mutz can't hang on. Throw to first, though. A low throw scooped by Wells in time. Mutz avoids making the fifth Wayne error of the ball game. Dylan Can. 2 for 3, takes a called strike. 2 RBI, a run scored. Low and away. Bradley in his second inning of work. Off speed, misses low and away. Michael Anderson waits on deck. That misses 3-1 the count now. Can takes low and away. He's aboard with a walk. Fifth walk issued by Wayne pitching. 4 of them by starter Anthony Ely. So Anderson steps in with 1 down and a man on first. No activity in the Narberth bullpen. There were a couple guys throwing during the last half inning. So we'll see if Kehoe remains in the game as Anderson is fooled. Swings and misses. Throw over to first. Runner back in time. Anderson ahead of an off-speed pitch, just gets a piece of it. The count to the Mudcat first baseman. Headed to Rhode Island. On the outside corner, he goes down looking. So a quick out for Tyler Kehoe. That'll bring up Reese Malik 0 for 1 with a strikeout, as he looks like he'll be replaced by Mike Valente. Valente switch. Makes contact there out towards center field. Drifting over into left center is Posenchag. Joseph on deck. Paul pitch to Kokel. Taken for a called strike. He's the first batter to bat twice against Bradley. Struck out his last time up. Takes one on the outer half. Doesn't quite agree with the call. Nothing into the count. Bradley winds the pitch outside. The second of the night for Wayne. Misses low. Popped up foul territory. That'll get out of play. The other change for Narberth, Dom Carafa, pinch hit for Toll in the top half of the inning. He stays.
Short it up now. Big hit now, kid. Come on.
Batting in that 6th position. Wells takes up and away. 2-2 the count. Misses for a ball. Count goes full. Line closed on Tyler Kehoe. No runs, no hits, no strikeouts, no walks, no nothing. Just 6 outs in 2 innings.
Good eye, good eye.
Not sure he did walk a batter. And Stephen Wells draws a walk there. Kehoe missing out on the opportunity for a 3-inning save, but Steve DeBarberi probably trying to rest as many of his arms as he can with a game tomorrow, and if you hold on here, definitely a game Friday and maybe Saturday. Just trying to get an inning out of Kokel here as he gets one over for a strike. Called strike, nothing to 2 the count. Wells the man on first, nobody out. Bottom half of the 7th inning. What's now an 8-1 ball game. Narberth trying to level this series with Wayne. Mulholland swings and misses. He is down on strikes for out number 1. Matt Briner 0 for 2, a couple of ground balls to short. One of them led to a double play.
Come on, Matty.
Narberth could end this one with a double play. Everybody playing deep, except for Carafa at third base as Briner takes a strike. Kokel working out of the stretch. Outside, 1-1. Misses outside, 2-1 the count. Upstairs, 3-1 now. Bradley waits on deck. That's high, so Briner is aboard with a walk.
Keep it going, Tommy. Any way, anyhow.
With a big lead, you can pitch to a little bit of contact. Coco looks like he's trying to avoid it as Kane fouls it off. Then again, after Sides tattooed that offering to start the inning, you could see why. DeBarberry out of the dugout. It'll bring the infield to the mound. Sides 1 for 3, flew out in the first, hit into a fielder's choice. That led to an obstruction call in the fourth, and then led off this inning with a solo home run. Ravert from the stretch. The pitch. Breaking ball chopped towards third. It's going to go foul. And lucky for Narberth, as that would have been almost no chance at a play for Dom Carafa over at third. So 1-2 the count to Sides. Luke Mutz at second. Jace Tharnish at first. Ravert has his sign. The 1-2. Taken low.